Okay, and we are live. Today is 23rd of June, and this is AmericasScrum. Here is Brian, Sampriti, Yaro, and me. I think Brian has some problems with microphone. Okay, but anyway, let's start. Well, Yaro, let's start with you.
I have been, well, wait a second. Okay, in the morning scrum, we have discussed Sam has been really impressed with the Hangouts, being auto-updating the link and posting the event into the Slack. So we have discussed what's our next step. And I have made a lo-fi mock-up for the next iteration of the Hangouts events. I will post that into the chat in a second. That's it. So, Pavel, if you open that, I can tell you what's going to happen with Hangouts in the near future.
If it will open.
Ah, shit, yeah.
Yes, because the problem with website. Yes, it's application error. Where in another place do you have it?
Well, just a sec. Yeah, I have it here. There you go.
Yeah.
Try that.
Schedule.
Can you share the screen, please?
Oh, I think I'm sharing it.
Not with us.
Yeah, Pavel is sharing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
It's getting recorded.
I can't see it.
You can see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. Okay. Okay, so the plan. Now, see this big block at the bottom? It should be on the right. Where it says Hangout status and details, this whole block should be on the right. So when you press the Start Hangout button, that button disappears. We get a link, click to restart Hangout instead. And at the bottom, we get the Hangout status and details, where we can see the title, the type of the event, whether it's in progress or finished, and a link so we can join it. And there'll be also a small edit button next to the click to join, where we can update the link manually. So this is it. This is the next iteration for the Hangouts flow. Except that for this next iteration, we're not going to have anything below status in progress finished and click to join. The host, the YouTube recording, that's for the future iteration, not for this one.
Well, but it looks like that you have all information you need in this your feature. So you just need to put it on the page.
More or less, yes. More or less, yes. But we decided to go in small steps.
So this is the next step, okay? And what will be third step?
The third step will be implementing the stuff here, like the YouTube recording, the started duration, the members' avatars, which you can click on, and the description of the Hangout itself.
I thought that will be for second iteration.
No. The second iteration is everything up to the status in progress and finished. Yeah, so this will be in the second iteration, but host, Superman, that will be in the third iteration.
Okay.
And also, what else new? When you put comments and discuss on website 1, those comments will be posted into Slack as well.
On website here for projects or for documents?
For projects, for documents and articles. So if we put a comment on a document and article, that message will be put into Slack as well.
Here, right?
Yeah, but it works only for the production side. I don't think it would work for the developer. You can try it. Anyway, I guess. It won't work. 100% it won't work for the developer. The commenting works for the developer, but it won't post it into Slack.
But I think I also should be logged in to make comments, right?
Yes. Otherwise, they will have to be moderated.
But right now, can you make comments without being logged in?
You can, but they have to be approved by moderator.
Who is moderating these?
Well, nobody. At the moment, it's just me for the moderator.
Okay.
So you have to sign in. Yeah, you have to sign
Yes, I can. I don't have a.
That's right. Because I switched it off. I made it so guests cannot comment, so we get less spam.
But it's just strange because I'm logged in to website, but I need also to log in with Discuss.
That's right. This feature is called single sign in, and we can. We didn't implement it from the start, just to make it as simple as possible. But if people use Discuss and people like it, we can implement single sign-on. And that means if you are logged in into website 1, you don't need to log in into Discuss.
But for now, I need also to log into Discuss, right?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point Thomas raised. The single sign-on should have been there in the start, to be honest. I should have. It's partially my fault that I let this through all the way to production without it being complete. Yeah, I didn't.
Well, you can argue it is part of minimal viable product or it isn't. You can always log in with Google Plus though, because you would still need to log in with Google Plus to use Hangouts and stuff.
Right, there is a fine line between minimum value product and production-ready solutions, because this is a fairly mature, getting to be a mature application. We shouldn't be tossing MVPs in it now. I mean, really bare bones MVP. You said it yourself, it wasn't very hard to integrate this feature. Tossing in single sign-on wouldn't have taken that much more effort. And that should have been the amount of effort.
On the other hand, Brian, to be honest, if I did it myself, I would implement it right from the start. But you know how Sam feels about it, about implementing anything, just making it in really small steps. Because like for the Hangouts feature, now we have this awkward way of updating the link manually.
Yes.
This is still a minimal viable product, which he wants to see first before going further.
Another question is, did Sam really request the comments? I know you've implemented it, but
no, he didn't request it. I didn't request it.
So that's the difference between the Hangout and the comment system. Hangouts was something we wanted. Comments was something we just added. But then we shouldn't really be throwing an MVP, which we don't really need. If you get what I'm saying.
Well, but the flow. So you mean like for something we say, okay, we want to have MVP in production, and for something we say, okay, we won't have to be this completely finished before we have it in production.
Not to be completely finished, but the fact that it complicates things by having to sign in on a different service to use something on our site which you already signed into. That should have probably been integrated from the start. Because if it adds extra complexity, the MVP solution shouldn't be what we're looking for. But yes, that was a good point Thomas raised, and I didn't catch.
I'm quite happy to implement it with anyone who wants to pay.
Please do.
Okay. I'll be more than happy because I wanted to do it from the start.
Yeah. Okay. I should take the blame for this one because I didn't notice you had to sign in again to comment.
Okay, Yaro, what's next?
That's it. That's it.
What are your plans?
Well, I have given John a good start on the Cucumber features and steps. So now he's hacking away on this lo-fi that I showed you with the Hangouts feature. And tomorrow we're going to continue to pair on it. And I think we should finish in a couple of days.
Okay, great.
To the next situation for this.
Great. Okay. Some pretty.
Nothing much to report except I don't know. I was there with John and Yaro for a few minutes, but I had to leave after that, so not really much to report.
How's
Since
the first day in school?
yeah, good enough. Good.
Good.
We've gotten out of the habit of like for 2 months there were vacations, so it's kind of bad.
Okay. Okay, what are your plans?
No plans. It's too late here. I'll go to bed.
Okay.
That's a plan.
Well, you.
Yeah, that's a plan. Brian?
Well, me, yesterday, not much except pushing this stuff to production. Today, I have to deal with the consequences of pushing it to production, and yeah. Yes.
Do you know
So
what's happened with Agile Ventures, actually, what the problem was?
the problem? No idea, to be honest. I can't figure out what's wrong.
And it is working now.
Yes, it's
It
working.
is working now, which is weird. The only clue I got from Heroku was it seems to be a problem with Heroku itself. I hope that it fixed itself.
But for some
This
reasons,
was,
our developed version worked.
But well, the real version is working now as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be a problem with Heroku. Because I can't make heads or tails of these error messages, but now it's fixed. The only thing I got was error code H13, which is connection closed without response. Probably the web dynos died or something, because it looks like a lot of sick kills here. So anyway, yes, dealing with that. But it looks like it fixed itself, so that's good. Because seems to have taken care of that. What other plans? Well, hopefully we can get a couple of things up, like single sign-on for comments. That would be good to have that up. And any other updates for the Hangouts. How did you find it, Avel, using this feature, actually? It's good to get some feedback.
Well, I just really thought that when I created it, I thought that this Hangout link will be updated, but as I understand, you need to click here, right? So not this link. So maybe we should delete this link because it's misleading. What should I do? You know. It was, for me, just from my experience, it was strange. I really thought that I click here, and when I click service connection center in Hangout new, I saw that this link, but it wasn't updated for some reason. So I updated manually. But in Slack, all was great.
Okay.
In other cases, all works.
That's
Brian, have you seen the lo-fi prototype for the next iteration of Hangouts?
Yes. Brian, yeah. Have you seen?
No, not yet.
Right, because I've been showing it to Pavel, and you had a problem with it. This is the plan. Yeah. So this is the plan. So when you press this, okay, the big bottom rectangle where it says Hangout status and details, that should be on the right. So when you press the Start Hangout, the Hangout button gets hidden. We get a click to restart Hangout instead, and below we get this Hangout status and details, where we have all the details for the Hangout. If you want to restart, where it says click to join, that will be the link to the Hangout, and next to it will be an edit button, so we can press the edit button and update the link manually if we want to.
Okay.
And when we press click to restart Hangout, then there will be a warning pop-up saying that if you restart Hangout, it will update all the details about the Hangout which is already associated with the event. Do you want to do it yes or no? If we press yes, and then the Start Hangout button appears again. We press it, and we restart the Hangout.
Okay. That's reasonable.
So
cool.
That's the plan. That's what I was saying, that we should finish it in a couple of days.
Yeah. Okay, my turn. Yesterday I performed AmericasScrum. We didn't discuss anything interesting, but yesterday I met Thomas. Thomas returned for one day and again went to his work. So for a month or more than a month. So
Yeah.
yeah, we just discussed today our current activities. And that's it for tomorrow. I think it will be the same, AmericasScrum, and that's it. And I hope that John and Yaro maybe soon start working on scheduling. Right, Yaro?
Well, today talking to Sam, I mean, we got a very clear, and I think it's reasonable, a very clear idea that we should move in really small iterations. So we'll finish, as I said, the second iteration will be adding the first half of this Hangout details section. The third iteration will be adding all the rest in the Hangout details section. The fourth iteration will be implementing the same functionality for the projects. So when you go to a project, you can start a Hangout from there. The next iteration will be is when you go to a project, you have a list of all live Hangouts for this particular project. And I'm kind of guessing that the next iteration will be a page where we can see all the live sessions, and we can filter by whether it's Scrum, pair programming, and users and things like that.
Yeah, but I thought that for project it is already implemented, no? For events and projects.
No, you can press the button, but it doesn't post the link and it doesn't update.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, just because it wasn't part of the story.
Oh, I see. Because I thought that it's just it's so natural to have the same functionality. Because what's the difference? And the button is the same.
No, it's just easier to test it in one place. I mean, as soon as we see it working in production on events, then we say, okay, everything is really cool. Let's implement it for projects.
So with Slack notifications about parent sessions, it wasn't from Slack bot, right?
It was.
Huh?
It was.
It was from Slack bot, right? So when you create Hangout from, for example, click it here, then Slack bot make notification, right?
No, that's like when you create a pair programming event from the events page, then. So what you'd like to do is like, so you need to create a new event with the category pair programming.
Yeah, I thought that it was done from project page. Okay. Okay, it's reasonable. Yeah. Okay, that's it for me. Any other questions to discuss? Anyone wants to pair?
No, I've paired enough today. I think I'm gonna go and buy some food.
Oh, you're hungry.
My family is. They are complaining that I'm not feeding them.
Well, you should. Yes, you should at least do that. I see. Okay. Okay. And I switch now broadcasting.